Birchview PE, it's Mr. Reed again. Excited to start our new football unit. We've got a few skills we're gonna work on today. We're gonna work on our throwing, get you warmed up, building on some previous things you may have done in the past years. And then we're gonna go over some routes. So I'm really excited about this unit because I coach football. We're gonna get started here. So with our football, obviously it's always easiest if you actually have a football. I've got a bunch of them here because I'm at the school. I'm fortunate for that. You may not have an actual football at home. If you can find some other sort of ball, I've got a wiffle ball here. You can utilize this. I also crumpled up a piece of paper. If all else fails, you can always find some way. Crumple up a pair of socks, roll them into a ball. There's a lot of different options just so that we can practice that overhand throw with a football. When we're going back here, we're gonna practice throwing at a target, throwing into a bucket I've got. You've got a bucket, you can use a laundry bin, you could use an empty trash can. You may have a bucket like this laying around from one of your parents. Lots of different options, but something you can practice throwing into. So the important part here is, as you've learned in the past, is we want to throw with our opposite foot and our opposite hand. So I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna throw with my right hand, which means I am gonna step with my left foot. This way I can throw and I can use my abs to twist and get more power as I throw it in and try and hit my target. So work on this a couple times. Again, make sure we're utilizing, if you're right-handed, step with your left foot when you throw. If you're left-handed, step with your right foot when you throw. So you're gonna practice, start from a couple steps away, maybe 3 steps your first time. See if you can get in. I missed on that one. Once you get it from 3 steps, see if you can get it from 5 or 7. See how far you can get this going. I'm gonna try from back here again. Right hand, I'm gonna bring it up by my head. I'm gonna step with my left foot. I'm gonna twist my hips, and I'm gonna release and throw, try and get it in the bucket. Once you've done this for about 5 minutes or so, practicing your throwing, we're gonna work on some new routes now. So this one's gonna get you active. We've got 4 different routes I'm gonna teach you guys today. We've got what's called a hitch and a slant. These are both quick routes. And then we've got a post and a go. Those are gonna be long routes that are thrown. So on a hitch, I'm gonna do these from back here. A hitch is gonna be 6 yards or about 6 really big steps for you when you're running full speed. So a hitch, I'm gonna run 6 yards, I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna turn around ready to catch that ball. All right, so that's gonna be a hitch. So I'm gonna run full speed for 6 yards, stop, turn inside, be ready to catch that ball. Our next one is called a slant. A slant, I'm gonna take 3 steps forward. So 1, 2, 3. And at that 3rd step, so I've got cones set up for this, I'm going to run at an angle inside and be ready to catch the ball. Okay? So a hitch is 6 steps and turn around at the top, be ready to catch the ball. A slant is for 3 steps, and on that 3rd step, I'm gonna break at a 45-degree angle and be ready to catch the ball on the inside. Our next route, this one's a deep route. This is called a post. So a post is like a really long slant. Instead of taking 3 steps, I'm gonna take 7 steps. We gotta count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On my 7th step, now I'm gonna break at a 45-degree angle, halfway in between here. All right, I'm gonna break into that and be ready to catch my ball. So now we've got a hitch, a slant. Those are 2 short routes. We've got a post, and the last one is a go route. A go route is just a straight line. You're gonna run as fast as you can, and once you get to about 7 or 8 steps, you're gonna look up and be ready to catch that ball. So, a great way for you to work on this is if you have cones like I've got set up here, you can put those cones out, set them up for 6 yards apart, about 6 long steps if you're doing a hitch, about 3 steps apart if you're doing a slant and break in on that, 7 steps apart if you're doing a post, and then if you're doing a go route, you can just set up 2 cones really far away from each other and you can run full speed from one cone to the next and see how far you can get. So if you're inside, this may be a little bit tougher. You may have to do it at a walking pace so you don't run into anything. If you're outside, this would be great. You can set up cones. You could use cups, anything you can put out there just to mark where you want to make these breaks. So I think you're going to have a fun time with this. You're going to get active. You're going to practice your throwing, get your arm ready, and then you're going to practice your route running. And then after this, you're going to take a short little quiz, 3 questions. Just going to ask you about some of the things we went over, how to throw properly, and a question about the routes. So hope you guys had fun with this. Get active. Get outside if it's nice enough. I know it's snowing right now. But if it's nice out, get outside and do this. Otherwise, if you're doing it inside, just be safe and have fun with it. Be creative.